Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime, but for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that.
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 48 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside 5. And to the 12-yard. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. So now here come the Dolphins. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A first throw for the backup Griffin. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
The block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. In for the score. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the pass.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Let's go!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now he's going to let it go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6. So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught at the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his, diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
This is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Back to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 9, 2.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 69 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Back to throw. And it's caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is
late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 23. And his guys... Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
they're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for another touchdown. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 30. Past the 20. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it. Touchdown.
They continue.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
All right, here we go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. They had the extra week of rest. That was a factor. I think this home crowd was certainly a factor as well. So this is step 1 done. Now they need to win next week if they want to get to the Super Bowl.
I like those 2 factors that you brought up. The extra week, getting the open week by being the number 2 seed, a terrific home crowd for them, coupled with really good play. That allows them now to keep their Super Bowl dream alive. One more on their way to the Super Bowl.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Holding offense.
So a decent game,
Still
but all
first
for
down.
naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He'll drop to throw. Got some room at the 30. Gets it to Gordon. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And out come the Dolphins now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he floated one out there incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on it.
Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 46 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now the ball comes loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script.
And this is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 62 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. In for the score. And the Dolphins have got it back. We pick it up second quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive.
All right, here we go. Blue, line it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bills have recovered. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with us. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big... So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys are going to get the football at the... It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side, complete. It's Gordon, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. That's staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Going deep downfield for Ross. So the long attempt falls innocently up third.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Taking it about the 16. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 60s. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll run it here. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bills have recovered. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. He'll look to throw. And the turnover last time, that's sort of... It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now let's go. 3:19. 3:19.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He's back to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts to use at home. Use them now.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere.
And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible. it.